Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm your addiction recovery coach and your host of this particular show called Take Your Life Back Today show. 3 signs that you're letting your job ruin your life. Is your job ruining your life? Is your job taking over your life? Dedication to your career is one thing. Self-imposed servitude is a whole different thing. As we become increasingly tethered to our jobs via our devices and growing expectations that employees should provide always on service, and as workplace continues to morph into social hubs to attract and retain connections, hungry young workers, the danger of letting their jobs swallow the rest of our lives becomes more and more threatening each and every day. It's easy to ignore the steady encroachment until you finally wake up one day and realize that you don't even have that job anymore. The job has you. It has consumed you. It has taken over your life. It possibly even has ruined your life. Here are 3 ways to tell if you're giving away your power to your work. Do you take your job home? Many of us do. I'm talking about emotional baggage, not a little bit of paperwork. And some occupations think NICU nurse, social worker, active duty armed services members, what you feel on the clock can quite naturally bleed into your own off hours. If you're an average white-collar worker toiling in a cube, however, letting your feelings about your job creep into your personal life may be symptomatic of an inability to leave work at work. If you're obsessing on a sunny Saturday afternoon about how Mark keeps interrupting people in meetings, or you're checking your work email at 10 o'clock at night on the weekend, or even sometimes on weekdays, when you're fortunate enough to work somewhere that doesn't require constant connectivity, you're shouldering a burden that isn't in your job description, and guess what? You're not even getting paid to do that. Your self-image rises and falls based on what happens in the office. If you find that your feeling of worth is tied to how well your work output is received, you may be letting your job hold on too much sway over your self-esteem. It's human to swell with pride in the face of managerial praise, or cringe with embarrassment at letting a brochure go out with a typo on it, but most of us are able to put those feelings into perspective and acknowledge that our professional self is only one aspect of our personhood. One aspect. Maybe 25%. You can be an employee of the month and still be a jerk just as easily, and you can have a bad day on the job and still know that you're a valuable team member. And you can accomplish anything any other individual can accomplish and still have a personal life. If your self-talk says otherwise, it's time to revisit how you think about your work, maybe even trying to revisit getting another job. You live to work whether you like it or not. Loving what you do is laudable, but orienting your life around a job out of the sense of fear of necessity is decidedly not so good. Are your destination choices dictated by how many vacation days you think you can reasonably take versus where you really want to go? Are you missing events with family and friends because you feel you have to work overtime in order to impress the powers that be? Are you coming into work sick because you feel to stay home in bed would derail your entire protocol and your team? If you find that you're thinking of yourself as someone's employee first and utmost person second, you need to flip your perspective. Dedication to your career is one thing. Self-imposed servitude is another. You need to know the difference. I wanted to bring this article into your living room because I am presently in the process of changing careers, and not careers, I shouldn't say that, changing jobs. And the job that I am leaving took my life pretty much for the last 4 years. Not only was it a company that was very hard to work with, it was a company that wasn't very flexible, and I had to more or less work 24/7 for the last 4 years. I'd wake up at 1 in the morning to communicate with the higher Bs because they were in either China, India, or Germany, so the time difference made a huge impact. Once I got started emailing back and forth that time of the day, my day was kind of not only started, but somewhat ruined. So, with that said, life became very unmanageable. And the career that I chose as such 33 years ago as an optician has taught me always to put my patients first. So when you're working for a company that doesn't have the same values because they're not in this country and they don't have your educational background as an optician, that they're only in it for the money, they don't care of protocol, etiquette, responsibilities towards patients here in the U.S., but I do. So for 4 years, this particular job took my life. 4 years I cannot get back. Now that we're getting ready to move, my wife and I, and I'm still going to be an optician, but only in a different place that I can go in at 8 and come home at 5:30. And that's it. Not a place that I have to deal with people overseas, not a place that I have to take the job home. It's a place where when I come home, it's my quality time with my family. That is exactly what I'm talking about. We need to make sure that the job doesn't ruin our lives. And the only way to do that is by putting down your foot today, and even if it means to leave that job like I am doing. If you have any questions about anything that we have talked about today or any of my shows, you can call me at 844-405-HELP, and together you and I can help you not only stand firm, but also save your career by not letting that job ruin your life, and also to take your life back. Give me a call, 844-405-HELP, and may God bless you.